nice banding in that one. Okay, let's get these boxed up and ready, and then we'll get to the next ones. And we're back with our last barrel that is in 6090 coarse grit. This we started last week. It is Desert Jasper, so it's got some really interesting colors. We didn't put any ceramic media in here, but we did put baking soda to keep the barrel from getting gassy and the lid popping. So no ceramic media, 6090 grit. Ran for a week, and it's smoothing beautifully. I mean, these are just really very beautiful pieces. I mean, it's going to need another week, but wow, look at how much shaping has been done already. This is just beautiful Desert Jasper. See, even though this is, oops, sorry about the camera, even though this is a large indentation, it's smooth. So it won't be catching grit, and that's just really lovely. This and this I'd like shaped out though. Needs a lot of work, obviously. I really like the colors in Jaspers. They feel good in the hand. There's just so many options. Oh. So this week we'll add ceramic media to help cushion the stone and to help deliver the grit into the tinier areas. Oh, we got a chip there. We did get a lot of chips in this batch. No, not a lot, but a fair amount. And that's all right, because it was just our first week in course, and this is the stage that we want that to happen, not in our later stages. Wow. It's just some of the coolest patterns. Coolest colors. This one is like almost ready. I'm moving fairly quickly because we've got a lot more barrels to get to. But wow. Desert Jasper. I'm pretty happy with all Jaspers, to be honest. Wow, this is a big hunking stone. Cool. We obviously need some work. I'm a little bit worried about how deep this particular one is. We may end up cracking this stone. We'll see. Let it go a couple more weeks. There's a chip. Oh, so this is like just about there. Wow. This is so cool. Look at that one. I just love this rainbow effect. This is just about ready. Oh, that needs a lot of work. Pretty cool. I'm a little concerned about this. It's really pretty rough, pretty porous. I hope that'll grind out. I'm thinking this is just gorgeous. I think next week a lot of this will be ready to move forward. So we're going to add ceramic media to cushion this. I may have said that already. Wow. It is super close. I love working with Jaspers. They feel so good. Wow. Oh, isn't that a neat shape? That's really cool. Wow, I am just in love with this Desert Jasper. I love the blue on that. This one's more mauve-y, more of a brown red. Wow, this is really cool. Whew. But this one looks like it's going to be a mountain piece, but as you can see, we're getting little breakages. Wow, it looks like a mountain. Now it's ready to move forward. Wow. Unbelievable. We've got two pieces that are absolutely ready to move forward already. After 1 week in course, that's unheard of for Jasper. Usually it takes weeks and weeks and weeks. Oh, that's a pine needle. It's cleaning these outside. Let's see if we're finding chips. Got a whole little pile started. Oh, he's cute. That broke off, but it's cute as can be. Trying to get more work. Whew. Oh my gosh, so much of this is going to be ready next week. I shouldn't jinx it. Desert Jasper. Just beautiful stuff to work with. And such a variety of pattern. This one's kind of a light colored pinky. Wow. Oh, look at all these little breakages. So just little chips. Oh, isn't he cute? He's so little. And this one's so little. I'm going to put these in our Zen pile. And then these here are all the chips that came out. So, I mean, for that great big 6-pound barrel, this was all the chips we had, but still significant. All right. Desert Jasper's ready to run 1 more week in 60/90 coarse grit. Desert Jasper. It has been in 60/90 course for, I believe, 2 weeks. 2 full weeks. All right. Desert Jasper. It is coming along beautifully. Given colder weather coming up here in Michigan, when can't guarantee you're going to get to your barrels on time, and leaving Jaspers in running for a day or two longer is not going to hurt it, we opted to run more Jaspers. We don't need super delicate stuff to run during the winter. This is really close to being ready to move to medium. It has just a couple little spots that require a little bit more time, needs a little bit more shaping. It's almost there. Almost there. How lovely. Oof. So the slurries have not been... Oh, this is still really muddy. Still has a lot of slurry on it to be exact. Here we go. Let's clean it off a little more. Oh, much better. Yeah, we got all the slurry off of it now. So there's a little spot there. Looks like a little lightning bolt. A little couple spots here. This is so darn close to being ready for medium. Ugh. Here is that towel. So, like I was saying, the slurry was a little runny, so I'm going to add sugar. Yeah, you heard me right. Regular table grade sugar. About a tablespoon per barrel weight. So if it's a 6-pound barrel, put 6 tablespoons of sugar. And hopefully that, I read that is supposed to help. So there's a lot of slurry left on that. It's supposed to help thicken the slurry and help the grit to move around. So we're going to see if that actually works. It's going to be an experiment for us. I also watched it on another YouTuber's site. She seemed to really like it. But, I don't know. I want to kind of try it myself. See if it works. And if it does, I'll recommend it. If it doesn't, we won't do it again. This is so close. It is so darn pretty. Desert Jasper, which is different than Polychrome. And in the future, we'll run Polychrome so you can see. My goal is to run every Jasper I can find. Yeah, so here's a lot. It was 40 degrees out there. I did a real quick rinse. It wasn't very thorough because I was freezing and my hands were numb. And knowing this was going back in another rough stage, another coarse grit, I was alright with that. See, this is beautiful. I'm worried about this. I really would hate to crack that. But I might have to because I just don't see, or I might be able to take a Dremel and go through this area and just kind of widen it out a little bit, kind of make it more like a valley instead of a pit, a crease that would hold grit. I'm going to give it one more week and we'll see what we have to do with that. Sometimes they work themselves out. This one's getting closer. It's got a really deep hole there. Crap. I don't know. I have to see what I can do with that. It's super deep. So for the sake of brevity, I am not going to be going through every single stone on camera this week. We're trying to shorten these videos up. I just want to give you a nice idea of what's happening inside the barrels. So like this stone has a very porous tip. The rest of it is not so porous. I'm hoping that porousness will grind out. So there's a lot of variety with this desert jasper. It's getting really smooth, and it's only been a couple of weeks. But yeah. Like this one is so close. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too much of a perfectionist, but if I'm running another course run anyway, why not? I mean, we keep splitting batches all the time. And we've got half loads everywhere. Very pretty. See? This, I don't know. This is going to be a garden rock. There's no point in even continuing with this one. It's so heavily and deeply pitted. There'd be no stone left by the time you were done grinding that off in a coarse grit. So it's going to the garden. Let's just pull that out right now and not waste any more time. So we have, quite a bit more in the barrel to go through. And I will do that off camera, and know that the desert jasper is going back into coarse grit for another week. Okay, we'll see it then. Okay. Ooh, that one's definitely going to need more work. And this one has got a lot of pitting. That's going to need work. Okay, we will separate these out, and then we will come back and have a little discussion about what we're going to do this week, about where we're going to move barrels, what we're going to, how we're going to get some things done. If we're going to have any empty barrels, what are we going to continue, considering it's going to be winter? We got to kind of see what we're going to do here. All right, we'll be back shortly. Isn't that pretty? Look at all these. Look at this. Oh, just has all kinds of stuff going on there, including this great big pocket, which I'm not a fan of. Look at those orbits. So cool. So this desert jasper has not been running as long as the others. I think it needs a little more work, but it's almost there. Wow, look at that one. See, and then you just have these little tiny bits. I'd still like to see worked out. Gosh, that's amazing. And you got this blue tip on it. almost looks like a scene. Like here's your sea and your sandy beach, your cliffside. Gosh, it's beautiful. See it wet? Whoo, doggies. This is a cool piece. Okay, that's it for our combined Jasper barrel. I have no idea what else we've got going on. I'm sure there's more somewhere else. So what we're going to do is a really good inspection, and I'm going to do it off camera to save time, to figure out what's going to move on to medium and what's going to stay in 60-90 grit. Okay, we'll be back with our next barrel. We are back with our only barrel in 60-90 coarse this week, and it is our mixed barrel and it's our repair barrel for the Jaspers, the Spiritite, the Chrysoprase, and I think there might be a Botswana agate or two left in here. And let's just get these pieces out, and then we'll take a quick look and see where we are. We'll be right back. And we're back with our last barrel in medium, 120-220 grit. This was the last of the ketchup on the Jaspers. So we have a lot of interesting things in this barrel. These are Polychrome or Desert Jasper. I think there's probably a couple more names it could be called too. This was not a repair barrel. This was a late addition. So with it running, was it 1 week? Yeah, 1 week in the 120. It's run several weeks in the 60-90. But we're going to see if any of this is ready to move to 500 or if this is to be kept aside. And this is looking really amazing. Look at that. I just love the color variation in this particular Jaspers. In this particular Jasper, it's the Polychrome, which I think I just mentioned a second ago. Yeah, that's definitely ready for 500. This is a whopper of a piece. And I just think this is the coolest little piece that's hanging out there. I just think it's really kind of funny. Let's just get it all wet. Isn't it pretty? Just look at that. It's also ready to move to 500. I love this. I think that is just, with the yellow in there, it's just super cool. Super, super cool. That could probably use a little more work. Move ahead. Move ahead. This has an interesting... I don't think that is ever going to come out. It's just natural divot there to the stone. I think I would like this to run one more week to see if this smooths out any further. This one kind of looks like a mountain. Again, it's got one little spot right there. And one little spot right there. So I'd like to hold it back. That is perfectly smooth. And it is a divot, but it's perfectly smooth and won't catch grit, so it can go forward. I don't know. It's just right in here. Not sure I like this camera angle. Wow, that's definitely right. This one I'm going to hold back. It's got a spot here. It's got some little spots here. This part is okay. That's got a spot. Aw, he's a little guy. He's going to go to the Zen garden. This one's ready. Ready. That's kind of cool. It's a little rainbowy. It's ready to move. I don't know. That one's going to hold back. That's got a hole in it. When I say hole, it's got a pocket that's pretty deep. So back to this one. You see that hole? That's going to catch grit. So I would either like it smoothed out some, or we're going to have to move it to a garden. And it's pretty deep as I'm looking at it, and I think I mean the rest of the stone's perfect, but I would hate for that to catch grit and ruin an entire batch. It's pretty big for the Zen garden, so I'm just going to put it in the regular garden stones. That one could use a little more work. When they're dry, it's so much easier to see the flaws. Boy, we're just splitting these batches down. I think what we're going to do is move to the 500 stage. And anything that needed to be run in medium again, we're going to hold back for future batches. It's got kind of a mauve color to it, kind of a light purple, kind of reddish purple. Interesting. I think that's spiritite. That is in the wrong barrel. I'm going to have quite a few of these moving forward. Almost everything, actually. And again, these Desert Jaspers or Polychrome Jasper has not been running as long as everything else. So I don't feel the least bit bad about holding these for another week. Got another run in medium. Okay. Oh, that was another zebra. It's just weird coloring. Okay. That is it for our mixed barrel in medium. This is all that's left. So when a small barrel opens up or we run more Jaspers, we can run these again in medium. Whew. Polychrome Jasper, also known as Desert Jasper. We're going to see a lot of this. I've got several more pounds sitting in rough. Now this is a perfect contender for the flat lap. Just to zip that little piece right off. And I think I'm gonna set that aside. Look at that, isn't that cool? Almost looks like a flower. Wow, that's nifty. These are feeling really good. I don't think it's gonna have to spend a second week. Wow. Yeah, these are looking super good. I'm going really fast, but they just feel lovely. Just lovely smooth. Like the blue in that. This is a skinny one. This is that rainbow one we've been watching. It's really super awesome. Really thin. Really awesome. If this doesn't break, I'm going to love this piece. This one's got some green. I like the shape of this big honker that remained throughout all of it. That is so cool. Kind of looks like the ocean, sandy beach, cliffs. I love how this stuff just kind of tells a story. Fantastic. Got some nice big pieces in here. I don't think any of this polychrome needs another week. I think it's all ready. Or Desert Jasper, it's also called. It's got that one little funny looking divot, but it's fine. Gives it character. I'm going to put this one in that repair barrel also, but I think this is going to need a Dremel tool to take that out. Actually, it's big enough. It's not really collecting grit. It's big enough that I could just let it go, but I can't take a flat lap to that or I'll lose like all this, and you see we don't want to do that. So maybe a Dremel, and I can just kind of follow this natural curve. Or I can just let it go, because it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Boy, we are really moving right along with this today. No chips in the barrel, which is fantastic. Ceramic media all looks good. It's not chipped either. Desert Jasper, also known as Polychrome Jasper. Oh, it has been in 1000 aluminum oxide pre-polish for 1 week. And as you can tell, it's already taking a shine. Oh, this is such a beautiful piece. I love it when they have these little dippies on it. Almost like a little handle. This one reminds me of like an ocean scene. So this dark blue is like the ocean, and then like the sandy beach and like a rocky shore or cliffs. It's really cool. I love this piece. I may keep that for my personal collection. This is really cool. There's a little bit plainer piece. Oh, isn't this nice? I like all the different colors in it. This is really great. I do love Jaspers. The variety that they come in is just takes your breath away. You know, from something plain, you know, not so colorful, a little more purpley, a little mauvey, you know, starting to get a little more color, to something like this that is just breathtaking. I just love this stone. Just love everything about Jaspers. They're like a tumbler's best friend. You almost can't go wrong. Alrighty. Our Jaspers are ready to move forward. Look at the green on that one. It's pretty cool. Wow. And our rainbow. We've been kind of watching this one. And it has not broken, so we're good. Okay, we're going to put these little lovelies in our barrel for polish, and we will see them next week. Oh, okay. Polychrome Jasper. Gotta love it. Welcome back to Crystal Wellness Studios. Today is April 5th. I hope everybody's had a good Easter weekend. And we're going to start with our Polychrome barrel that's in polish. This was a catch-up barrel, as we've been discussing. And it's just been rinsed from the polish. And let's check the shine. Oh my gosh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, this is going to need a burnish cycle, which is just a wash cycle, but instead of the Dreft baby soap, we use borax, less foam, and it cleans off any residual, polish grit or polish slurry that we have left. And we're not going to spend a lot of time on these polychromes today. Oh, there's that piece of kebaba, because there's kebaba and everything. Ooh, gorgeous. Okay, since this was a ketchup barrel and we've handled Polychrome Jasper in the past, I just wanted to show you the progress on it and not really spend a lot of time on camera. But it's going to go through a burnish cycle, and then it'll be ready to go put up on the store. Alright, fantastic. Lovely pieces. Our next barrel that we have in polish is our Indigo Gabbro or Mystic Merlinite. It'll be coming up next.